Hi.
Am I getting trolled?
I don't know. Oh, you are getting trolled right now. I didn't know they
Wow.
could do that remotely.
Yeah, I didn't know either.
That's bad manners. You know,
Because
you just-
even the light goes off as well.
I know. That's pretty sneaky, you guys over there in production.
Oh wow.
Very sneaky indeed.
I'm starting to think they hate me. Well, I've just seen the demonstration of power from production, because they need to feel really good about themselves after the previous incidents. We will now move on with the show. So we will have Overpass as the third and final map here between the teams that we've been... What's that?
What'd you say?
Between Luminosity and between Singularity. And so we've been having a thing today where I've been forgetting the names of the teams that I'm casting, which is a thing that happens,
man.
Yeah, it
happens.
happens.
You gotta move on. You gotta be, you make mistakes, you fall off that horse, you get back on that horse. You keep on riding the sunset, Dan.
A big one that happens to many people as well who cast is I'm sure it's happened to you as well, like in all of your casting, is you have spots where you'll cast a bunch of matches in the previous day, and then you won't be able to recall. Like you'll recall like all the plays and like loads of stuff for the matches, but you won't remember who won.
That's every cast.
Because right, it's so dialed into the storylines and the flow of the match, you kind of forget. It doesn't sound like it makes sense, but it's a thing that happens.
I don't know. It's something when you get in front of camera, you go live. Like example, I'll have a whole paragraph like analyzing the team, like just they do this, they like to flank, and then the cast, I'm like, yeah, they like to hit shots. It just like goes out the window, and there you go.
Well, so we found ourselves here in this third and final map between Luminosity and Singularity, and it's going to be an interesting one just because, Singularity, definitely the underdogs. Luminosity, they're the big name, the big brands. They've got so much name value in the players, the experience, the tenure, the individual ability. They've been around for so long. A lot of these players have been in great teams, in major finals.
On paper, they look great. They look juicy on paper. You see all these players like, oh my goodness, these guys should be one of the best in Brazil, but they're not. There's something missing. And I'm thinking maybe it's an IGL thing. Maybe they just don't have the leadership that they really need in terms of direction in game, because they seem very inconsistent, very emotional kind of team where they're playing off of kind of momentum a lot of times, it seems like. So
yeah, I think you're right. I think what would be great to add to that as well is like a coach that can really help to focus on the culture in these teams as well. I think that's a really big deal. Especially, you have very fiery teams for Brazil. And I can see the odds there on Pinnacle. Pinnacle are our betting sponsor here at ECS. And we'll have the odds ongoing as the match proceeds. And we had some juicy odds. I think it was like 4-1 or something for Singularity.
I think they were close to 5 at one. I don't know. It was like 4.5 plus at one point for Singularity. So
yeah,
whoever got them got a little juice.
Absolutely, and moving into Overpass is a map where it's hard to know what to expect. What we have seen from Singularity, though, is that they have some great clutch potential. They have great individual ability, and they have. It seems like on the front we can see they've put work in. So it's a map where they've put work in. Now with some of these teams, I don't know how long they've been together actually. So it's hard to say if Overpass is one of their maps where they have put the work in, or if it's going to be like Mirage, because Mirage was you could see there was promise.
Yeah.
But you could also see that they could stand to focus on that map more in the future.
Yeah, maybe it was a little bit of nerves. Maybe it was just Luminosity just kind of playing a little better than them on that map, but they showed signs of promise on Mirage, and they even showed way better team play and teamwork on Inferno. So you look at Singularity, I'm pretty sure they changed up the roster recently because I don't remember Shakezilla or whatever being on the team from before, but they look great. And as you said about teamwork, it doesn't matter what map it is. It's just the timing, the placement of the bodies and choke points, what makes them so strong and so special. So they can apply that mentality on almost any map, and just as long as they're timing things together, they're working together, flashing, it all looks really good for Singularity.
And they'll be starting off on the CT side, and if they are a team that has any focus on this map, this is an interesting pistol from them, rushing long. But if they are a team that focuses on this map, then CT side is a great place to find yourself and to build that momentum. But they need to keep that pace up high on the long rush, because Luminosity are about to wrap into B bomb site, it looks like. And it is a B retake setup from Singularity. It is the retakeable site. A is of course retakeable as well, but B is a bit easier to push the CTs. Sorry, the Ts who are on the bomb site.
He went so far back there in the CT spawn. But Hydrix gets the kill on Steel, who's trying to be in an odd spot of the flank. Now Bolts is in a really tough spot. If he gets spotted out too early, he doesn't get a kill. He's going to get torn up, but Hen 1 helps them out, and they get 2 kills. Luminosity, 3-on-3 situation. The bomb is down. Hen 1 making noise on Catwalk. Oh, Hydrix peeks the pit, takes out Neck. Is going to be up to Hen 1 and Lucas here. They have kind of positioning. The bomb is ticking away. The fuse is going down. Singularity, they stopped the defuse. Uh-oh, this does not look good for Singularity. The kills are going off, and Luminosity kind of steal this round away just a little bit. Singularity almost having it, but just not hitting a couple shots, and Bolt's surprisingly surviving in the water for so long really kind of helped space out Luminosity's post plant.
Yeah, it's a difficult one when you have those USPs. I mean, I think that's why people like the P2000s sometimes. It's because it's a bit easier to spam, but the focus is on headshots with pistols, so it can be very elusive to find those sometimes.
One bullet, everyone knows the rules.
All right, well, we have ourselves 1-0 for Luminosity on that T side, and we have seen many force buy victories here, and we'll see a force buy from Singularity. The MP9 on floppy, that's kind of a nice pickup, and Lucas will be against the CZ here. Headshot angle taken up, well, no swing coming in from right to the walk-in. He's going to walk in and just casual walkabouts. There's the headshot. There's the deagle.
Yeah, very actually, I think that's kind of risky play from Lucas to go con by himself with a rifle. I mean, you got at least 2 submachine guns for Luminosity. Maybe put the AK on more of a longer range kind of role and have the MAC-10 up close. So just in case you do get insta-shotted or killed or whatever, you don't drop a rifle on the second round to the opponent.
And look how desperate Hydrix is for information here. He spotted nothing until just now. He gets this kill, that's huge. And he will. But there's a trade, that's important. But the rotation's already in. Floppy has an MP9. There is definitely some damage to be done here. But Henny's looking the right way at the right time. And that's the magic element, isn't it? It's timing. Is even if someone's in position and could have such a favorable duel, if that's the second that they check the minimap, if that's the second that they move to check bank in that position for Henny, as the peak comes out and that dink immediately falls from the MP9, then that's it. That's a frag, and that's why Counter-Strike is really entertaining, because even if someone has such an advantage, it can be taken away like that.
Where's that go? That for. Okay.
Oh, that's really cool.
It's on the first step. I don't know. If it's on the second step, I might like it a little better, but I respect it.
That's cool.
Bolt's getting the kill on Cow. He does spot 2 more. Probably knows a B stack, and look at that, running into the blender. Bolt's going to push up Cat. Lightning fast round from Luminosity. Full save from Singularity. They bought a smoke. I think they bought an HE, but that's pretty much it. Now they have full money. They have an AWP on OC. Singularity. Well, something that we haven't seen so far is that Luminosity kind of started off 3-0. Usually the last 2 maps, Singularity was the one kind of leading the way, leading the charge, setting the tone. Luminosity came to play, revitalized for this 3rd map. There we go. They're having smoke. Very cool smoke to throw, and it's looking like it's going to be execute. Singularity is just going to give it up, wait for their teammates, and oh, look at Hydrix. Oh, that's the wrong time to jump out right there as Bolts takes him out. Bomb is playing for heaven. Nice utility, nice smokes. I think at this point you just save. You just cut your losses and save. You're out of position. You have 1 kit. It's just it's early in the game still.
Yeah, it is very early in the game, and there's so many ways to activate the AWP. That's something that, so one of the things that I really like about when I delved into the world of poker in like 2010 was it kind of gave me a completely new perspective to looking at situations. I started thinking more about expected value, and there are a lot of spots where if you start to think about percentages, obviously one of the great things, why it's so analogous to poker and CS, why they're so analogous to one another, is because, like in poker, you don't have full information as to what your opponents have. So there's this idea of hidden information that you can't have necessarily, and you have to make reads and guesses and deductions and so on, and inferences. And so I kind of like that idea, because sometimes you'll see teams take they'll take a push back into a bomb site, where if they just held onto those guns and just give up the rounds, they will find so many more favorable spots.
Yeah.
That are way higher in in expected value than going for a retake like that.
Yeah, that's a pretty good point. And and they kind of backfire a little bit, but not too bad. A very good point, because I do think of like poker situations and CS are pretty similar, and a lot of good CS players have become good poker players, like Jaguar,
extremely good
old school CS:GO player, or not CS:GO, 1.6 player and Source, and now he's a professional poker player. He's made millions from poker, so it has that same level of third level thinking, as they say. You know, like you do something, but you're kind of playing it off, trying to make the opponent think it's something else. So a lot of those kind of mind games you see OC taking out bolts here at Monster. And Luminosity, they're kind of chunked away a little bit before they even really take anything. So very low utility on Luminosity right now.
Yeah, it's always a difficult situation, but on the T side you can make it work on a map like Overpass with good timings and good coordination, good spacing as they pressure in towards that B at the A-bomb site. Shake will go down, and Floppy has no one to play off of on the site now, so he's going to fall back behind that smoke. Bob is actually at this point not on the bomb site, and the CTs go for a coordinated push here to retake the bomb site before the bomb can make its way down. That is really important. Hydrex got to be careful baiting out the shots of the Deagle, but there it is, a flurry of kills, and Luminosity will convert. 5-0 for them. And
all right, this is kind of scary for Singularity, and the one reason I say that is because every time it seems like Luminosity has taken either B or A, Singularity automatically leaves the site for retakes. Now, yes, sometimes you want to do that. It's better for the situation, but if you keep doing it every single round, it gives Luminosity even more confidence to push and peek, and it gives, I guess, in theory, you less confidence because you're waiting for your teammates. You don't want to get a kill. You don't want to get picked off.
That's a fast round here, changing up the pace for Luminosity, just straight into that B-bomb site. I don't know if this is going to work out for them just yet, though. No kills are had until, all right then, Lucas finds his way forwards into the bullets of Hydrix as Floppy holds onto the water position. The smoke's really helping out here as a flurry of bullets wants to get in from Nekis. The trades, though, are rife on this B-bomb side as Floppy's pushed forwards now towards the barrels, in fact. And that's just a Henny left. It's a war of attrition here that Singularity will win. And that'll be a 1-5.
Good B-site hold from Singularity. Floppy staying alive for so long really helped out on that retake, because Luminosity's trying to find him. They, you know, only with one kill, they can't really push and rush everything because there's still another person somewhere they think is in the bomb site. So Floppy just kind of staying alive as long as possible, throwing utilities, getting the kill at the barrels. Really helped solidify that retake. And that puts Singularity on the board. A little sigh of relief. They're in the game. Welcome to the game, boys.
They're not finding really anything there. But this Molotov just might. There it does. Forces the push around. Lucas takes down one, but he may surely think it's clear. Now, there's still a player tucked. Ryan just tucked in the corner. Of course, Lucas can't ever expect that. Is there another one? Yes, Ryan picks up another one towards the sewers, and he's got to be really careful here.
Nice nade.
Perhaps a bit too crazy with that one. Runs straight up the stairs into the embrace of Luminosity, and they will have a free A-bomb site on their hands. OC, all he can do is save here.
Yeah, he doesn't want to go for this. Tries to get up for the next round, as you said. Save it for potential next round, and this round kind of hurts for Singularity. Luckily for them, they don't get that reset. They'll still have I guess a 3-round loss bonus after this round. So that's, you know, I got that going for you. Or 4, actually. I think it's a 4-round. Oh, headshot from OC. Staying alive. But it's too little, too late. Good round from Luminosity. Gets the kill, but loses the round. Making it expensive.
Oh yeah, no kidding. It's looking real expensive right now. But again, the tactical timeout from Singularity, they're starting to feel that like this half is really slipping away, and it is. It's a good moment to get on the same page. You've got the AWP on OC saved, so definitely options, lots of options there in this round for them.
It looks like the timing of Luminosity is a lot better this map around. They're really getting those kills, exchanging kills, really pushing the faces of Singularity, making it hard for Singularity to exchange kills. And right now, Luminosity is looking like the better team, hitting their shots, having great timing. Again, HEs are on point for Luminosity. Already multiple HE kills so far this game from them. So it's good to see. You know, teams doing really well with utility. I'm a fan of it. I'm a fan of utility. I like it.
Hey up. Smoke's going high.
Oh, that fountain saves the flash from Ryan. Uh-oh.
To creep up the stairs, and this is where things get weird because...
Oh my goodness, OC, how are you not getting shot yet? Ryan taking out head one at the fountain.
There's 3 CTs there. That's pretty interesting. Ryan turns around, finds Lucas, but they've got the A-bomb site. So
what the?
They might be happy with this. Bolts now, late to the scene, is finding the CTs around Fountain, and he's going to go down. So I don't know who's going to take this one. It's a 2v4, but all the CTs they're dispersed. Oh god, that's...
That, I bet you Neckens did not expect a person to be at rock posted up for that long peek.
Still can still do this. It's the first one. Let's trade those. Good for the trade.
Good trade.
I like that. You know, Singularity, they take the timeout and they're like, you know what, guys? I think we are just being cowards here. We don't have the balls. We need to play with balls. And they push themselves up to Fountain. The triple man setup. They're just deep. They're waiting there for so long.
Very strong setup. Especially in a map like this where CTs can generally get to Fountain if you know the smokes, you know the Molotovs. You can really, it's hard for sometimes teams to react to it. You got to send more people towards Fountain. You got to send more utility to really counteract a push like that. Looks like they might try to fake into something similar, just throw in a smoke, maybe to see if they can bait any nades. Luminosity, though, looks like they're just going for a water default. Bolts does spot the jumper and has control of water, so a little win for Luminosity in this round. Then again, Singularity trying to respond themselves and getting map control. Ryan here pushing out long. So interesting to see how things would develop. Ooh, the Bhagwan spot. That's not a scoped in AUG.
You see pressure on him now. He's got the weight of the A-bomb side on his shoulders alone. Is that AWP? He'll fall back towards bank, perhaps. Oh, is he stacking towards B? Oh. Oh, would you look at that? Is he actually stacking towards B?
Little gamble stack?
That's interesting, actually. Yeah, you don't often see teams do it like this. You would see a team absolutely commit him onto the A-bomb side because a really skilled AWPer can find sometimes a couple kills and then fall back and in the positions on the A-bomb side. But perhaps it's a respect thing here for Luminosity, and they felt like they had enough utility to deal with that, and they just gamble stack towards the B-bomb site. So. But you're right, you know, in saying there's a gamble stack too, because there's absolutely a world where Luminosity try to like fake A or something and just go B and then just run into 4 people. That's something that does happen. Yeah. It's a lower percentage situation, but it happens.
And this is one of the maps where maybe a little more difficult to do on T side because of how fast CTs can rotate between A and B on this map. A lot longer than it'd take for Ts to maybe go from A to connector to B. And so pretty smart by Luminosity, but kind of, you know, trying to take, as you said, the percentages is probably a higher percentage not to try to fake and go back and forth on a map like Overpass. So gamble stack not paying off for Singularity. Well, if you want to take a plus from it, they do save for the guns. So it's pretty much another gun round in itself. Now it's 2-7. Luminosity looking pretty good on their T side. Singularity, they do want to win. They want... I mean, no one wants to lose.
Well, I'm sure there's some people out there that enjoy it. Enjoy being made to feel inferior. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, maybe that's the thing. I don't know.
Yeah, well, that's not in CS.
Not my thing,
what you're
but-
thinking about.
All right. Well, we got Hydrex here looking for some shenanigans with that AWP, and hopefully, hoping that they won't expect an AWP on that angle specifically, and he may very well get a catch because of that. He'll get the peak, but he hit the shot. That's a different story entirely. He's waiting really patiently there. I'm so certain he's going to get something.
You'd hope so.
Here's the peak. Oh, he's a little bit slow. He's a bit slow.
That's a bot shot. He like moved as soon as he shot as well, and
Yeah.
just if he that kill had been so huge. Oh no!
Shake turned away from the flash and then turned into it. Oh no!
And look at the explosion from Luminosity. They're spilling into this B bomb site. Hydra with only 17 HP. Oh! Steel neck is in. Look at this bulldozer in B bomb site. No answer from Singularity. No kills. Barely any damage done. And again, another save. This is very frustrating for Singularity. You have these rounds where you have to say you can't go for it. 2 on 5, you can't go for it. You just can't.
And that was just a spot where you just have to hit some shots. I think that the AWP posted up in the angle that it was in was actually great. It's you can do that, maybe that positions differently, but I think the way he was doing it was fine. As you say, it was a bot shot, and Counter-Strike. That's another reason why Counter-Strike is great, because sometimes it comes down to a player hitting that one shot.
Yeah.
And when you're in like these really high pressure situations, it's the finals of a major, whatever it is, that stuff is so hype.
Oh,
because those shots will get missed because of pressure, and maybe someone else misses an important shot. But just the way that a single shot can turn the tide, and the way that some star players can take over a game.
Yeah.
By
I like
hitting
that.
everything.
Because a lot of games these days will have that like tick or rock, paper, scissors kind of a mentality where you do rock, you always win against paper, but it's not like that in CS. It's like, again, you got to hit the shots. Even if you're in the right spot and the right strat, you still got to hit the shots. And 2 kills. Speaking of shots, Singularity takes 2 of the players off of Luminosity right away. Hen1 making his way through Playground. He has an idea, I think, that one of the players from Singularity have pushed. So he's going to take his time, maybe make sure that no one's going to sneak up on him. But I don't think he'll expect Ryan in this corner. Is he going to check it? He does, but he looks away too late and doesn't get the kill. Hen1 will clean it up. Now 4 on 2. The double alps putting in work.
Yeah, and this position, this is one of the reasons why CT aggression is so strong, because if you have a fight that I don't want to use the word necessarily prolonged, but like it takes 20 seconds out of the beginning of the round, you get a couple kills in these forward positions. The implied loss of time is enormous, because if you do regain control of those positions, you do pick up the bomb. It's not just that 20 seconds that was lost. It's now the fact that you have to check everything.
Yeah.
And the fact that you don't have enough players to do it, you don't have enough utility to do it, so that potentially slows you down. So you have a choice. Do you take it really slow and screw yourself on time, or do you take huge risks and just leave certain positions open and peek into angles or give up the element of surprise because you have to speed things up? So those aggressions are very strong for those reasons on the CT side.
Mm-hmm. Very good point on that. What do? Do you risk it for the biscuit?
Yeah.
Or do you play safe and hopefully grind your way to the W?
Yeah, there's well, hang on, we'll go for a moment because we got a quick peek there from Floppy, and he'll take down bots. So that's a nice 5v4 start here for Singularity. It seems like there is somewhat of a resurgence here from them. They're able to get some good advantages early in the round, which they were struggling to do so in many of these rounds. And they're playing really passive here again after that frag. They have no information actually at this point. They don't have anything towards Monster or Sewers, any info that is. They're playing a passive setup towards long.
This is a good setup because OC has the AWP Once he takes a shot, they're going to look towards OC, and Ryan hopefully is able to scoop up and get these kills right here. But if they're going to smoke it off, they might just check the spot that Ryan's in. Oh, such a smart play by Luminosity. Smoke him off and then check the spot. That's experience for you.
Yeah, it is, as you say, like a very common spot. One adjustment maybe you would have wanted to see from Singularity is just getting that deep flash in there and seeing if you can take a peek. And that's one of the differences at the top level, because everyone knows the setups.
Yeah.
So as you said, it's like this extra layer of mind games where you have people deciding which initiative to take first. But Shakesilla, nice defense coming in, gets the information, slows them down a little bit, and looks like Floppy's going to be pretty far forward on the side here. He gets a really forward peek. They weren't expecting him to be so close, and now Lucas in trouble, but looking like he was good for that next kill, but another round for Singularity. They're racking him up.
Luminosity look like, and then again, as we talked about early fast rotations, Luminosity got 2 kills towards long A, and they decided, let's just fall back, go through rotations through spawn and B or whatever. But as you saw, Shakezilla was pushed up in Monster, and his forward position alerted his teammates, hey, they came back to B, and instantly Singularity rushed back towards that B bomb site and pretty much beat the T's getting there, even though they were at A trying to defend the push. And that was a little risky play by Ryan. Does not pay off. Oh my goodness, what's going on here? Oh my goodness, what's going on here?
It's really annoying because sometimes in the Molotov you don't hear yourself taking damage.
Especially if you get flashed or naded, you can't hear anything.
But you kind of like, you just see that something's happening on the screen. Something's changing. It's the numbers are going down. But nice kill from Neckers, clearing out the bathrooms. So a lot of options afforded. Luminosity and Singularity have made the decision to split up, which is a wise one. I like this push. Hydrex will want to get forward with the AWP as well. You get that first kill, you might be able to fall back to the site and slow him down. Oh, he's unlucky. He's exposed to a second player. But he has made this doable for Shakezilla.
1 and 2 is not out of the question. But it looks like Neck is going to push CT spawn. This will eliminate angles and where Shakezilla can come from. So it's going to put him in a bad spot where they know he has to come from flank at this point. So Neckis goes, I got spawn, dog. And by how slow Shake is going, it's going to be very hard for him to do this. At this point, I'd be running full speed, but look at all the utility on Luminosity. Oh, this is safe.
No. Oh, no.
No way.
No.
No way.
No.
Oh my goodness, that was so close. That was, I think it hit 0-0 almost. I don't know.
That was damn close, man. That ninja, I can't believe he went for that. That's crazy. He almost got it.
Which actually kind of worked, or it almost worked. Because Singularity has been saving on so many rounds.
Oh, so that's 0.1. It's 10 milliseconds.
Oh, man.
100 milliseconds.
If he had a smoke in that situation, that would be guaranteed round win. And again, smart by Singularity. I mean, they've been saving every round, so... Oh, that's not a good sign. But not much damage taken.
That's not what you want to see. I mean, it does, as you say, like, not much damage taken. It appears that Singularity didn't try to push to us anyway, so it's all good.
It's okay.
No harm, no foul. Bit of surfing. Around California, you can surf and ski in the same day. Fancy that. What a world we live in.
Magic. Nice deep flash over long. Get any AWPer that's on top of those flower pots or peeking down long. Ryan peeking dry, though. He gets spotted out, and this is not good for him as Luminosity just run him over in that long bathrooms. And now Luminosity complete control of long A. With a minute left, they have a chance to either take it, fall back, do a little dance.
Do a little dance.
Make a little love.
Get down to that.
Who knows? But they're taking their time. Oh, that's a pop flash. Nice kill from Luminosity. OC with an exchange, though. But they're going to start swarming OC here in a second. He misses the shot long A. Oh my goodness, he recovers. What is going on? How is he alive?
I don't know. He's hero mode at the moment. Herculean efforts
Oh my goodness, that was a
Dink.
round that should have been for Luminosity.
Dink.
But OC is just sitting at the truck shooting 8 to 10 shots with AWP and still not getting traded. You gotta thank your lucky stars for that.
It's a hero, that's why.
Hero play. Heroes never die. Except for some movies.
Call them mean words.
No spoilers, guys. And timeout, Luminosity. All right, Luminosity, you're taking time out. I like that.
So what is your poker experience? How far does it go? Are you for fun? Did you give it a proper go for a couple of years?
I went for a proper go in terms of I tried playing a little bit online. Wasn't really for me, but then when I played table games, that was more of my shtick because I'm really a lot better interacting with people and playing the player at the table than, you know, just playing percentage online poker.
Yeah.
Because online's all about, a lot of it's odds, percentage, you know, just playing 12 tables and kind of, you know, ace, king, whatever, all in, whatever. You know, that kind of stuff. And I wasn't too great at that, but I was better at reading the player, kind of, you know, I guess old school style of poker. Because I read a lot of books of Doyle Brunson and all them and learned all that stuff. It was fun, but very stressful. It's not for me. Poker's not for me.
Yeah, it's a very specific
I get too emotional. And so it's not good if you get too emotional in poker.
There's a lot of great lessons to be learned, but we'll go back into that in a moment. We've got a quick push here from Luminosity with that last round of the first half, seeing what they can get done, but they are denied entry. The bouncer says no, and he'll take all their money, and they get thrown arse first into the street, into the gutter. 9-6, Luminosity, that's how they finish, and it was a solid start. But we see signs of life from Singularity. Will it continue into the second half? This is the third and final map. We'll find out after the break. Stay with us.
Woo. Woo.
Something to satisfy. And I've been going too long trying to catch my breath. If you close at 4, you get no respect. Man, these roads got me thrown, but ain't no regrets. Over glow, it's a show, it's a motherfucking fest. It's a jet, it's supreme. I just got high with the girl of my dreams. I just arrived super high to the scene. Pink shades make these nights look rose-colored hair, long hair, gon' feel like soul brother out here walking on ice like four brothers. Baby, I'm a bad motherfucker, what you mean? I'm a lit man, drinking kerosene out of red cup. True life, but I had a few nights where I lived too fast at the most. Full gas, I know this won't last, trying to puff fast on my goals. Deep pray, but I'm not too faded to ride that wave to the coast. Life will give you lemons in the limelight, but if you wanna get your mind right, move side to side. The revolution's on the floor, not televised. Cause when your body's in my hands, it never lies. Come get yourself some satisfaction. Maybe we've been worried about the wrong thing. Maybe we've been taking this the wrong way. Maybe we've been worried about the wrong thing. Maybe we should listen when the song sang. Side to side, 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 side to side. The revolution's on the floor, not televised. Cause when your body's in my hands, it never lies. Come get yourself some satisfaction.
Would you
Hooah! Hooah!
And we are back in action. back on the attack with Counter-Strike all over the place.
Everywhere.
And we'll see it will be Singularity on the attack here on the T side as Boltz looks to poke his head into prods to see what he can find, but there'll be nothing over there for him as he falls back, and his team will be informed as to what he has learned, although it's very little, as I just mentioned. And Singularity will make their way now towards the long position with the bomb, so looks like they've juked Luminosity successfully. They've obscured their plans, the nefarious schemes.
Flying dragons everywhere. This is Schemer. 2 smokes from Singularity. Where are you going to use your smokes, friends? Oh. Oh, that's a jump up smoke. This smoke, not too familiar. I'm assuming that's bank. That's the lineup. And here comes the shot. Singularity swarming this bomb site. Shakespeare taking at belts. Sorry, OC. I get confused sometimes with the flashbang kills. There's always the one on the left. But post-plant setup. Singularity everywhere in this bomb site. Luminosity. I mean, they do have a kit, but 0 utility other than a decoy to really take this back. And shots are getting kills. Singularity getting 2 kills. Luminosity getting 2 kills of their own. But it might be too much as Ryan takes out Steel. And now it's up to Hen1. Can he do it? Almost. Almost getting the kill.
But you know what?
It doesn't matter.
Almost not good enough.
Almost only works in horseshoes and hand grenades. You ever heard that term before?
Say that again?
Almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. Because horseshoes, you get points for getting close to the stake, and hand grenades, well, you know, I'll blow up close to my, you know.
Yeah, so
there you
you
go.
just get wrecked. Yeah.
There you go. Everything comes to a full circle.
Okay, well, 3 Mag-10s, 2 AK-47s, and some spray from the woods! It's not going to find too much, though.
But in the process, Luminosity do get control of water. They know that Singularity did not take it fast, so maybe an A default, or at least taking towards Party and Fountain at the moment. But look at this, they're going for that double stack. Let's see it. Come on, Lucas. What are you doing? Boost me up. There we go. And now this for sure tells them that they're going A. Luminosity, you should probably start rotating now. Yeah, okay. Maybe they don't expect all of them to go long A. You see here, Singularity creeping, snailing towards this long A. Hydric's throwing an interesting, I'm assuming, jump up smoke. Learning new lineups every day, Dan. And that's the key. Floppy with the kill on Hen1. Didn't expect him to get flanked. And here comes the explosion. That's like, hey, let's go, guys. Go A. Boom, boom, bam, bam.
Let's get it in there. Get it in while the going is good.
And if it's eco kills, you're holding W, you want to pad your stats. Make yourself feel better at the end of the day. Floppy getting his 3rd eco of the round. He wants more. Oh, getting the 4th, but Neck is taking him out towards the end. He wants more. Ooh.
Boom!
Nice little
Side to
1Z.
side. This is stuck in my head now. Everyone's thinking it.
Expensive.
You're all thinking it. You're all as crazy as me. I'm not alone. There's others like me.
We're gamers, Dan. We're gamers. Force Spy not working out for Luminosity.
No, it did not.
Did not at all. But it's okay. They get to save one more time. Get some P250s. Get an HE. You can spare a little bit of change. I saw you walk out with a Starbucks coffee earlier today. Give me a couple dollars.
No. I thought you were talking about me. That's like, I didn't get no Starbucks. What are you talking about? This is lies. Oh, well, Floppy, he's finding himself some beautiful kills with the Mag-10. It's very satisfying taking players down the Mag-10. You're making the money. And making money feels good. That's why we all stop poker, because losing money feels bad.
Yeah,
That's why we
feels real
stopped.
bad. especially when you get 2 outed for hundreds of dollars. It makes you want to throw tables at the wall.
But
But
then
you know what?
Then you realize you don't have the strength for that. That makes it even worse because you spent too much time on the computer, so you're just really weak and
Because
also
you don't
now
have
without
a
any
proper
money.
bankroll. You have to only bet in 10% every time.
Yeah, bankroll management.
It's a thing, guys and girls.
It is the thing. It's got to, yeah. I have a fun point to make, but I can't make it because it's going to be a fast round here on the buy round. Oh, the lineup!
Goodness.
All in! The spray of Neckers, they line up for him. He's loving it. Steel follows it up. He cleans it up. He is the street sweeper. He's got the mop out. I don't think they use mops, but I don't know much
they use mops
about
in the
it.
street. Where are you from? What do they do in England over there?
There's us ceramic streets. I don't know what I really don't know what I'm saying at this point. I'm just
Yeah.
flow of consciousness.
Yo,
I've gotten
just
to
let
that
it flow.
point
Let
in the
it flow,
broadcast.
Dad. I want to hear what's on your mind. Get in the flow state for me.
We have an overtime on our first map today. All right,
Yes.
and it's 4 best 3. We've got another best 3 after this.
There we go. Let's go.
More madness to come to your screens and to your ears, mostly to your ears. Okay.
Op coming out early from Singularity OC. His main bread and butter weapon getting up in this guy's hands. And you can see magic happen. Steel though. Pushing water very quietly, not using any utility. Kind of not giving away his spot. That they, hey, I'm not push water, guys. You don't have to check it. So already off the start, Luminosity has great map control. Still playing 2 and B, which finally, I think Lucas is going to over-rotate towards this A-bomb site. And Luminosity, very interesting setup, long A and water. So Singularity is a matter of time before they run into someone. They're slow rolling it. Where do they go?
Absolutely. The source control is really critical. I like the positioning there. It's whenever I see teams that just don't use it at all on their CT side, I'm really critical. That's a tight shot. Good stuff from Henny. Can't really punish that one.
Not much you can do in those situations. Steel spots the people monster. So Luminosity knows as Neckers gets 2 kills trying to cross the bomb site. The bomb will go down from Singularity. Gives him a little breath of hope, but Neckers is taking away that hope. Going to destroy them. Steel finishing the kill. Yep. 0 for 5 in terms of kills on Singularity, and so that's something you don't want to see. Even though you got the bomb down, you do want to kind of whittle, like you have to keep getting multiple kills every round, kind of whittle away Luminosity's money. You're going to keep building that bankroll.
I would have loved to have seen like an orb shot through this smoke just in towards short to try to attract attention. And also, I think the Krieg there, I think we saw like one of the weaknesses of the Krieg. If you miss the first couple bullets in a fight, heads-up fight, you are kind of screwed. You got to connect those, whether to be to the bodies or the heads. But with an AK, the rate of fire is that it gives you a bit more room for error, correction, and also multiple player takedowns. So I do like actually how the Krieg is fit in. Honestly, I think it's. Oh, Ryan, what are you doing, mate?
Ruh-roh.
That doesn't feel good, does it? He's got a red face right now. Because he is embarrassed, most likely. But it happens to the best of us, and at least it happens in a round where they just got pistols, and the expectation is low. However, the repercussions of this are starting to become quite clear. The money is growing out of control for Luminosity, and that's just going to make this even more of an uphill struggle for Singularity. Now they got those ankle weights on as they begin the ascents. And the orb comes out on OC, and you mentioned it before. It would be good to see some impacts from him in a round like this, but it does depend where Henny goes too, because as you mentioned before, Henny's very explosive, very dynamic. It's going to be all over the place. You never know where.
Exactly. You have that explosive play style. And you see Luminosity, they will be taking control of that fountain party long area, so very good map control right now off the start for Luminosity. And that's a problem with, if you take a slow default, you have to reflash. Oh, nice flash from Hen 1 over there. And Bolt exchanging the kill on OC, and again, Singularity losing steam here. A nice peek by Steel. Getting his second kill of, sorry, first kill of the round. Snake, Shake. Try to sneak in there, but Nekis takes him out. And this should be a timeout for Singularity, trying to figure out what to do here. These rounds aren't even close. They're not even getting close.
Yeah.
The last round, I mean, they did get in the B bomb site, but pretty much destroyed.
Yeah, they've only picked up their pistol in the following 2 rounds, so they're, as you say, like they've not looked really present in the second half beyond that. So it does begin to get somewhat worrying, and you know, perhaps they can start on just map control. You know, it's always a good place to start, and that's why defaults are important as well. However, when you are playing against top-level Counter-Strike teams, they understand how to throw your defaults off like nobody's business. And you know what, Floppy's he's going for this. He's got 15 seconds. He actually can get to the B-bomb site. He doesn't realize that he can just run in, so that won't happen. But he will try to save this AWP, which will be a good shout.
Gotta save what you can. I'm in there. Uh-oh. Now it's with 2 seconds left. Get away. Oh my goodness! I don't know if that's the right play there. Luckily, he did die before the time went out, but
that's what's important. Yeah.
Still, I mean, maybe just hide, not give away spots so you can save the AWP. A little greedy, a little maybe too excited.
Yeah. Wallady. Interesting spot now here for the likes of Singularity, as you say, and as we've been talking about. They are starting to be in this position where they're like, oh god, nothing's working. And also, oh god, we're about to lose this game and series. And there's
it's not a good feeling.
It is not. Hello. That almost looks really good, that timing from Lucas.
Oh
but
my goodness, it was 8 cheese.
It's doing work.
100, the 100, 2 HEs to the over 100 HP.
Okay, well, we're getting some kills here. How far do they go? They keep going deeper for these kills, and the bomb's not down just yet. We finally planted both players in the open. OC down to 1 HP. Henny up from top.
Oh my goodness.
And it's OC with the 1 HP to get the wall bang finish onto Henny. And that is a cheeky little round from Singularity. But the problem is, the best, that there's no consistency. They can't just say, oh, well, we've methodically found advantages and played it well there. They just like rush towards the bomb site, and
can't do that every time.
Yeah, I mean, where are the rest of the rounds coming from?
Exactly, and Luminosity kind of letting that one slip away. Good job in Singularity, though, to pretty much explode when they had to really just catch Luminosity a little bit off guard. And luckily, OC gets the kill with 1 HP.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Could be 14-9 right now, but hero plays are hero plays. Singularity setting everyone towards this party playground area.
He's by the bike.
Uh-oh. Is this a legit spot? Well, we will see with these flashes over the wall. Uh-oh. He dodges him.
Oh,
this is a legit spot, and I'm using that spot in pugs from now on.
That is so sick. He dodged both flashes whilst just staring forwards. Actually, he looked away for the first one and looked into the second one, but the second one just didn't catch him at all.
It was too deep, I think.
Yeah,
yeah. It's for that upper way deep, but so it went over him. So it's actually a very risky spot because he's playing by himself, but it works out. It's the first time playing it, one time and done, and then whatever.
Yeah, he's just won the round for his team most likely, unless Ryan can do something incredible. But the bomb is lost. He has some time, but it's kind of far away. There's travel time.
Yeah. You have to go there, get the bomb, fight the angles without giving away your spot too much. But you know, Luminosity has an idea that he has to be close in the area. The Hen 1 still decides he wants to be a little risky. And Nekis being aggressive, forcing out Ryan from bank, getting the kill. Oh, this is so sick. Oh, the flash didn't cross the wall.
Oh, really?
So the flash for the guy, I guess for rock flash, it doesn't hit that bike spot, like for the rock flash. So pretty good, I guess, anti-flash, because it's pretty common to flash rock and tree and then the AWP at the same time. You know, one short flash, one long flash, but the short flash was too short. Didn't get him at all. Great spot by Bolts. I'm using it. Thank you, Bolts.
Bolts does actually come up with a lot of really good stuff I've seen in the past. He's
Oh, look at this.
Infinite Inferno smokes as well.
This is very interesting.
Yeah,
And that did not work out.
Yeah, I don't know how that's the thing actually. He likes just standing in the smoke, look definitely exposed. Oh, is that thing gonna do anything? It does enough.
Goodness,
More
almost
than
a
enough.
third.
Bolts in the water, speak of the devil, and he shall appear. See what he can do from this position as the flames are extinguished, and he's got his one. And the bomb can't go down now because of the threats of Bolts' peak. And they're lining up. He's going to get both
No,
players.
that's unlucky.
It seems like everything is just going right now for Luminosity, and they deserve it. They're playing a good overpass. Their CT side's looking pretty strong.
They
15 to
hit
10.
their shots, their timing's well, and again, for the third map, great utility. So whatever Zach and Luminosity are doing behind the scenes in terms of working on their utility work, it's been showing off this series. It's been paid off, so I'm impressed with that.
Yeah.
It started slow, but again, I guess it's how you finish, man.
It's always how you finish. Lucas makes his way forwards, and
Uh-oh.
Henny also with a nice position. They don't know which way to look. It's, again, another perfect setup coming in. Because even though Lucas goes down, Henny, again, he can fall back, he can take positions. This is a spot where going down 4 versus 4 is not actually that bad for the CTs. Because you have a good tabs on where these Ts are, some favorable fights, so that won't be lost. And now there's potential.
I bet you didn't expect that.
Yep.
What a double monster play from Luminosity, swinging back to water, evening it up to 3-on-3, and now the advantage is towards Luminosity. One of the players from Singularity is really low HP, Shakesilla. But usually in these kind of 3-on-3 situations can sometimes favor the offensive. You know, they can group up while the CTs have to either maybe push for information or just hope for the best that, you know, they don't get overwhelmed. But right now, Luminosity are in good spots. I mean, that gives us a very strong spot for forcing them out monster. We'll find out here soon if they peek for his feet. They do not. And so here comes Molotov's going to B. Luminosity knows this is at B. This is game point. Singularity needs to win this round if they want to stay in this.
Absolutely. Henny is going to do what he can here from the heaven position. And 3-man rotation, and Nekus is just in the perfect position somehow. Gonna flash his teammates in, and oh my god, he gets more damage done. He spots another one, so now they know to look short. They don't have any utility to block it off though. Still expecting that there could be a player coming in from the monster position, but now they know, and he deals with one. Will Shake 12 HP in a Mac 10 find his way through. He goes for the jump. It's a hero, brave, bold play, but it's simply not enough. 16 to 10, Luminosity will win the series. It did take 3 maps though, and they had a very lackluster showing on Inferno to allow it to get to this point. They are clearly the more tenured, better team, but definitely saw some good stuff from Singularity. I enjoyed watching them, and I hope to see more of them.
Yeah, I think Singularity has a lot of potential in the future. I mean, they've been showing a lot of potential the last 6 months, but really turning up the afterburners, beating some, you know, tier 2, high tier 2 teams, and kind of furthering their name in the rankings. You see here they almost take Luminosity in the best of 3. No easy feat at all, but again, a little more experience on Luminosity and just able to get kills when it counts. You know, having that clutch factor is a huge part of this game, and Luminosity, they didn't buckle under the pressure, they excelled. So that's something that Singularity might take away from this. Watch the demo, learn from their small mistakes, and then, you know, maybe it'll be a whole different game. You know, maybe they come out on top next time.
Absolutely. There is enough knowledge and so on being passed around the Counter-Strike scene now. We can see stories like Ents. You know, that can just happen now. Just way more than it used to be able to, because not only is there more experience and just generally a better understanding of how things should work, and is that information sort of proliferated more to and available to everybody, especially English speakers. The talent's just coming up out of the woodwork, and they have much better examples to follow on the whole, and a much higher level to help them to rise to. So again, like, it's really cool. Like, you know, Singularity, if they put 6 months of work in, maybe they show they They come up and they show that they have the most ridiculous team play ever. They start taking names. You never know, and that's
never know.
That's why Counter-Strike's really cool right now.
Yeah, it's cool. You can see other teams kind of move up the ranks, and again, nice try to Singularity. Just not enough, and good job for Luminosity, and whew, series
Indeed.
under the belt right there.
Absolutely. So we have another best 3 coming your way. Guys, stay tuned. We'll be back after the break for the final best 3 here for the North American portion of ECS Season 7, Day 1 V3.